Welcome to another episode of What's in the Box. I'm your host, GQ. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button.
Father's Lightsaber.
Like the video, leave some comments on this video and all the other videos that I've done. Make sure you check out culturejunkies.net. We'll get into all the other great, fun social media stuff a little bit later. So we're gonna get right into it. Closing out, getting near the end of the year, so there's only a few more unboxing videos left, but I did promise that I was gonna unbox all the Galaxies Edge stuff that I got when the Culture Junkies group went to Star Wars Galaxies Edge about a month or two ago. So obviously, you guys know me, I love collecting lightsabers, so obviously that's a hint as to what you're going to be seeing. So let's just go ahead and start off with getting this one out of the way. It's the second custom saber that I've made, actually at Batu, which is technically, I guess, Batu East, because it's the one in Florida. Batu West is, of course, the one at Disneyland. So this is the one that's at Disney World. So last time, I think I got Power and Control, which is obviously a little bit more First Order Empire related. So this one is my, I honestly don't remember what it is. I just wanted it because it was different. Looks a little bit more like a Wookiee-inspired Kashyyykian style lightsaber. Obviously, you guys will get close-ups of it, but oh, that's right, I did take the battery out or something. Yeah. Anyway, it's got a green blade, if I remember right. I know I bought a crystal for it, or a couple crystals. But yeah, I decided to do something a little bit different. So yeah, I guess I didn't. Yeah, took the batteries out, no big deal. You guys have seen these things before. So I'll put that one away for the moment and get on to these legacy sabers, and of course this very special saber that is sitting here waiting to be unleashed. This one is, as many of you know, yeah, dark saber. Something that just basically had to be had. It was one of those things that, of course, showed up first on the Clone Wars cartoon, and I was like, you know what? It'd be very cool if they ever made that. And of course, The Mandalorian came around sometime later, and of course, Moff Gideon was wielding that, and then of course it ended up going to Bo-Katan, who later ended up getting it. So yeah, this is one of those things where you were wondering if they were ever gonna make it, and of course now they have made it. And I can say right off the bat, just looking at this is not gonna be impressive, because as you know, the Darksaber has quite a bit more black than it does white in the blade. So this is just kind of their, you know, very simplistic take on trying to make this thing happen. And it's not exactly that inspiring at the moment. Yeah, that definitely has to come out. All right, let's see. You guys know I hate to default to using instructions or anything like that. And if this doesn't happen anytime soon, I might either have to A, grab the instructions, or B, show this a little bit later, because this is acting real stingy, like it doesn't even want to budge. Yep, and it doesn't push in, definitely has to come out. All right, later, I'm not gonna worry about it. Because again, looking at this blade, I'm already not impressed. I mean, this little sliver of black, like the whole thing it's called the Darksaber. Come on, guys, get it together. So a little bit disappointed in that one already. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on. All right, let's get down to the legacy sabers. These, of course, are the highlight of the trip because they're some of the more high quality items that you can get at Galaxy's Edge is when it comes to Star Wars, cool prop-like stuff. Yeah, I know you guys remember from the last time I did this, this tape was kind of really annoying. So I think I'm gonna bypass the whole unraveling it on camera and just use an X-Acto blade and cut the seam, and just so I can get the box open right away instead of going through all that unraveling and unraveling. I'll feel like doing that right now. All right, so first we're gonna start with, yep, there we go. First we're starting with Leia Organa's blade, which is of course her saber from The Rise of Skywalker. Now, yes, I know, boo, nobody likes Rise of Skywalker. And here's the problem I have already. I wanted to get Luke's legacy saber from Return of the Jedi, which is very similar to this design. And unfortunately, they either stopped carrying it or it's something that you can only get at maybe the other park or something like that, which would suck, but it's a possibility. So, yeah, this is Leia's saber. As you can see, very, very Return of the Jedi inspired. And it looks like hers comes apart this way because obviously you couldn't stick a blade onto that, so you have to take it apart and get yourself the replacement top, which of course does thankfully come with it. And there's a secondary top. I apologize for not having the overhead camera right now. It's taking a break, but again, like I said, you guys will get shots of everything. So yeah, this is the one that receives the blade. Let's take that little capper out of there. Yeah, that'll be why there's no noise of any sort. There's no electronics touching each other on that one. That literally is just a showpiece. All right, so I'm guessing that's the activator switch. Who knows? I might have to, maybe they don't even ship these with batteries anymore. I might have to get batteries out. Yep, no acknowledging sound, so, okay, I take that back. Makes a liar out of me. All right, so Leia's has got a cool sound to it. The usual thing that you get with these. So yeah, hers has got kind of a nice blue, you know, blade. Pretty responsive, actually. So, not too bad. All right, Leia, you're off to a good start there, girl. There's the sound we were looking for. Okay. So that's Leia Organa's blade / saber, blah, blah, blah. All right, fine. Stay over there. Go ahead and close that up. Put this over here. Yeah, as you notice, I'm not even using those hilt stands. They are just, not really a big fan of the hilt stands that they have available. They're just kind of cheesy. I like how they look, but they don't hold the blade, the hilts very well. So kind of doesn't do its job. So let's move on to this other one that I've got, because obviously there's a third sitting here as well. So this next one is actually two. So of course we have yet another pair. We've got Ahsoka Tano's lightsabers. This one's very lightweight. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh wow, they're both very lightweight. All right. So obviously, of course, as we know, Ahsoka dual wields. Let's get this back. So with her being a dual wielder, obviously you got to have two blades. Let's get those protectors out of there. So yeah, let's get her loaded up with some blades and see what we've got. That's one. We're gonna open up another one here. That is definitely one thing. Every single time I go to Galaxy's Edge, every time I, potentially buy more legacy lightsabers, I'm going to buy more blades because why not? It's kind of annoying to obviously have to switch them out each time for different sabers. But I mean, it's never really a bad idea. You can never have too many lightsaber blades, in my opinion. All right, so these are her blades. Where's her activator? Oh, come on. All right. She's got a button here for some reason. That's right. Okay, there we go. Her blade, okay, that was the thing with the Ahsoka Tano's saber. You can change the color. And if you notice, it changes the sound profile too. So that's that. Hold this button down. And you get a new sound profile. And of course, hold the button down again. Oh, come on, button, don't make a fool out of me. Oh, that's because it's a different button. So yeah, she has 2 different colors. From what I understand, the elite version of her saber, which only comes with 1, changes into 3 different colors. So pretty cool. Not too shabby at all. Oh, come on. Yeah, her off button is a little bit tricky. All right, so yeah, those are the Ahsoka Tano pair. Let's go ahead and remove this because I'm going to need it. And put that blade cap back in there. So yeah, Ahsoka Tano, of course, very, very quickly, after her annoying phase, became a massive fan favorite for a lot of people. And of course, with Rosario Dawson playing her in live action form, even more of a fan favorite for those that are, of course, fans of Rosario Dawson, who does an amazing job at playing the character. So definitely looking forward to seeing her show up in some more live action stuff. And of course, moving on to the final Legacy Saber for today. Yeah, definitely gonna take this tape off later, but not quite yet. Final Legacy Saber of today is technically the, I think, 3rd time I've owned this guy's saber. Yes, the Kylo Ren saber from Rise of Skywalker. So anyway, I got this one because even though you don't see it in frame, but I've got the Force Effects Elite version of this saber, and the color is good, but I like this just pure, more black looking version of his saber. So it's kind of why I ended up getting it. Because again, I have the other versions of it from the Force Effects that when they first came out with it. So now I have basically every version of his saber. And say what you want about the whole sequel trilogy, Rise of Skywalker, characters and all that. I enjoyed Kylo Ren. I liked, even though he was, was a bit whiny and complainy and all that sort of thing. I liked the version of a Darksider that is just wrought with just rage and emotion and all that. I thought that was actually kind of cool. Because Vader, you always just saw more or less anger with Vader and that sort of thing. With Kylo, it was pure rage and just, yeah, a little bit emo every now and again, I guess you could say. But I liked the temper tantrum side of it. I liked showing that he was completely unhinged and psychotic to a degree. So I thought that was actually pretty cool. So yeah, I enjoyed that. I thought that was a good thing for the character. All right, so I think we got blade protectors in 3 locations here. And these, there's only one way that these can go. All right. Okay, we're in there. Okay. Looks good. Not as cool as the Force Effects Elite in the sense. I mean, the blade is supposed to have like kind of a pulsating flaming look to it. The Force Effects Elite does that a little bit better. All in all though, this makes a great hilt prop. So, obviously take all the blades off of it. I wonder though. All right, so it has that. Okay, so it only has 1 activation style. That's another thing the Force Effects Elite has over this one. If you hold the blade up, and I think I showed that in that unboxing video for that, if you hold the blade up, all of the blades come out at the same time. If you hold it down, you get the center blade, and then the exhaust blades come out secondary, basically a 2-stage activation. So that's the main difference between them. No big deal, all in all, not too bad as far as the Legacy Saber collection goes. Darksaber, yeah, I don't know. I might throw some B-roll of the Darksaber in because you guys obviously probably want to see what that thing looks like. So yeah, as you can see, it's more white than it is Darksaber. So the sound is great though. I'll definitely give them that, but could have been better. But just from the initial look at it, the hilt looks great, because I mean, why not? It's, you know, it's a very easy thing for them to make. But this blade already is disappointing with just the amount of, just the lack of black, basically. It's just like, what are you guys trying to do here? So yeah, we'll get around to some B-roll of that. But again, appreciate you guys tuning in for what's in the box. Once again, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, if you would like to be very, very cool, like our Culture Junkies level and above patrons, Fab Nerd Life, Nanette, the other Steve, and producer level patron, DeMarcus Smith, as well as executive producer level patrons, the Iguana Man and Matthew Walton. Head on over to patreon.com/culturejunkies. You can go over there. There's 5 different tiers to choose from. Shout out tier starts at the Culture Junkies level and above. But of course, we appreciate all the support you guys give us, whether it come in the form of likes, loves, shares, comments, tuning into our live stream, which is of course on Twitch exclusively. Culture Junkies Live comes on at 9 p.m. Eastern Time every single Wednesday, exclusively on Twitch. So that's twitch.tv/culturejunkies. Tune in. We've got not only just the live show, but during the week, the great Dadakuji, Kinshiro, and King Amarok stream video games. So tune into those guys individually. They are a blast. But of course, come to Culture Junkies Live, you'll get to see me, Kinshiro, great Dadakuji, and of course our various panel of guests, and just a ton of fun on that show. So make sure you tune in. So for What's in the Box, I'm your host, GQ. This is a bevy of Galaxy's Edge Star Wars lightsabers and legacy sabers and all that other sort of good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time.